And welcome back to Daybreak. A long time ago, kids would wear whatever their caregivers decided was right for them. But nowadays, kids' wear has gone from comfort dressing to being fashion forward. And parents are plunging bills on the latest fashion for kids, may they be toddlers or teenagers. And to talk more about this industry, we have with us today Ires Sumarsono, founder of Kireyna's Kids Clothing. Good morning, Ires.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm fine,
You
thank
feeling good?
Yeah, I feel good.
Talk about this basically, kids clothing line, and how did you first start with Kireyna's clothing line, you know?
It's quite a long story.
Okay,
but,
we'll bear with that.
Maybe I should start when we were in Paris. So I was assigned there from the company that I've worked with for 3 years. Assignment there, and I have never ever thought that I will jump into the fashion industry.
Yes.
But when I was there with my husband and 2 kids. I have 1 son and 1 daughter.
All right.
And every time my daughter goes or my son goes to a birthday party, I have to think about
what to wear,
exactly.
Right.
And he basically loves princess, flowery dresses and stuff like that. So every time I have to go to a birthday party, I have an invitation, I have to shop and everything. And one day I've met a friend of mine. She studied at ESMOD. It's an École Supérieure de la Mode in Paris. And so I've asked, it was a chit chat, and I asked her like what she studied. It was at home and just a normal chit chat. And then she told me that there is an evening course in ESMOD. So I was thinking, why not to try? Exactly. So why not to try it? It's 2 times per week, and it lasts for a year. Depends on which subject you want to take. So I tried to browse, and I figured out that there's a fashion design course, pattern making, and one more is a fashion business. So I was thinking, why not to try the fashion design one? So I applied and joined the course in July it lasts 4 hours per week.
And voila, you graduated from there.
And then I graduated from there.
In the sense of concept, for example, you went through the course, you know, and you also live in the city of fashion, also in Paris. And how did you manage to know, okay, this is the concept for Kireyna's design, for example, in the future?
Basically, when I studied there, we learned about making portfolios, different portfolios. So from those portfolios, I can see that my taste is this. Is it?
All right.
So it's more pastel colors, ruffles, ribbons, and stuff like that. I'm more into a classic and timeless style.
Such as, for example, any design, a designer from classical, for example.
Absolutely, Chanel.
Chanel. Everybody knows Chanel, right?
Yes. It's I thought she's just adorable because of her revolutionary mindset. She turns from big dresses into one little black dress. So,
but the thing is, for example, is it really needed sometimes, you know, kids to be, you know, dressed or more, you know, some parents, for example, will say, you know, okay, just wear this and that, or maybe the babysitter will pick, right? But as for you as a parent, do you really, like, for example, it's like, okay, do you pick your kids' clothing, for example? Okay, this is what you wear this morning, my dear, and etc.
I think it depends. It depends on the occasion. It depends on in which country you're in. And, it depends. It depends on a lot of things. But for me, for example, if it's just a daily, day-to-day wear, she can wear whatever she wants. And if we go to a party, to wedding, for example,
you want, because usually, for example, parents will want to wear the same thing as their parents.
Exactly, and that happens not from me, but it's from my daughter. She always asks me to wear the same thing, so I have to adapt to her.
You have to adapt. That's nice. That's different. All right.
I have to adapt. So she said, okay, I want to wear this color. Do you have this color? And I said, okay, I don't have exactly the same clothes like her, but
so you have to match to her. Okay, you said your clothes are pastel, and also and well, there are summer season or winter couture and all that stuff. Will you have any different designer colors, or you stick with the concept at the meantime right now?
In the meantime, yes, I stick with the concept pastel colors, but I was thinking that if it's going to be in autumn, for instance, I will use more darker colors as well. But still, the basic concept is always there. The classic collection is always there.
You want the colorful for kids also, right?
Colorful, flowery, beads, sparkling, and stuff like that.
The ideas you mentioned also, well, we look at right now the screen right here. This is, what is this? Could you explain us a bit about this?
Okay, so that was the fashion show. It was last week, actually, 19th of February in Cebu, Grand Indonesia.
Okay.
And so yeah, this is the launching of my products there.
So could you share with us about this? What is this right here? Is this where can we wear this kind of dress a bit?
This is basically in that fashion show. There's
Okay.
three concepts.
Okay.
The first one was Le Début.
Le Début.
Le Début was the first initial design when I was still in Paris.
Okay.
So it was like the first
first
ever
one,
of
right,
Kireyna's clothing line.
Okay.
And then the second was casual clothing.
Casual clothing.
Casual clothing.
Okay.
Still dressy casual clothing.
Okay, right.
And the third one is this one is party dresses, as you can see there. Yeah.
So, for example, kids can wear this to anywhere, right? For example, or you have occasion where kids only go to birthday party. This one casual, or how's the concept?
Not really. Actually, I try to make this fashionable, wear, but also comfortable. That's the most important.
Okay.
Like I use a lot of tutu.
Okay.
I use lots of tutu, but I have to ensure that inside the tutu, it's comfortable for the skin.
For the skin.
So, yeah.
So is that really careful, for example, because some designers, they just, use whatever material it is. But when you working or designing this, for example, did you really, concept where it has to be careful within the kid's skin also?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Because I know kids and they're
very sensitive skin when they're kids.
They can get cranky if they wear something that is not comfortable.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the main focus actually.
In the concept also, you mentioned because based on you studied in fashion also, concept of the design and also Chanel. Anything else that you want to share with us? For example, where did you get the concept from? Maybe you saw your neighbor's kid, for example, by any chance.
Actually, not my neighbor's kid, but it's more
not your neighbor, but I have a kid friend, yeah.
Yeah, it's more the friends of my daughter.
Oh,
so,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
and in the meantime, were there any challenges making this or through the process?
The challenges. First of all, it was the expensive tailor in Paris.
Okay.
So when I lived there, I had to shop the materials in Paris and design it there. But then ask my mother, who visit us quite
every now and then,
and we produce it in Indonesia still.
Okay.
And then we bring the final product to Paris and we sell it there.
Oh,
but now I'm in Indonesia. We just produce everything here locally.
Okay.
And that was the first challenge. The second challenge was more into time management.
Okay.
Because I have to spread the time between my work in the office and the entrepreneurship after office hour, and my children. So I have to
manage your time.
Manage my time. Yeah.
All right, we're going to go for a short break. We'll talk to you more about it, and we'll continue to talk about the development of kids' clothing industry when we come back. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back to Daybreak, still with Ires Sumarsono, founder of Kireyna's children clothing line. Before the break, you mentioned about, time management. You being, you work also, and you're also an entrepreneur and also as a mother. How do you, divide your time?
For me, the key to all that is focus. So basically, if I'm in the office,
you focus on the
I focus on the office stuff.
Okay.
If I'm at home, I focus on my kids. And if they sleep, I do my entrepreneurships
Oh.
and during weekend as well. So
Okay,
from time
okay.
to time.
Is there any challenges when it comes to that? Like being a parent also?
Yes, of course. Sometimes I feel tired, physically tired,
Okay.
but mentally happy. So
Oh, that's good. Okay.
somehow that mentally happiness give you more energy to be to
Okay.
recover from the
From the
tiredness.
tiredness,
Yeah, exactly.
the hectic from the off-one office. All right, we're gonna go for more into the fashion industry also. How do you compare the children's fashion industry to local and also brand?
If I compare, let's start from the Netherlands maybe, because
Okay.
I used to live there
Okay.
like half of my life.
All right.
And okay, let's compare the Netherlands, Indonesia, and France.
France.
Let's say. Indonesia and France, the people there are more fashion aware or fashion
Okay.
conscious.
Okay.
So yeah, the style evolved quicker
All
in
right.
Indonesia and in France. The design evolves quicker. They're more up to date with all the latest
With all
fashion.
the trend fashion and stuff like that, right?
In the countries such as the Netherlands, they're more relaxed and
They don't
simple.
really care
They
about
don't
it.
really care about it,
Right.
and so the design there are more simple, timeless, and
Okay.
let's say practical.
Right.
So that's the main difference between.
Okay.
these
Well,
two,
but
yeah.
when it comes to also you know, comparing with your brand local and also abroad, how would you see the market later on?
Uh,
Are you gonna face some
depends.
tough times, or okay,
Yeah.
look, I'm just gonna do my thing first, for example, and we'll see how
yes.
it is.
I think I will do my thing first, and then after 1 or 2 years, I will see how it is. If there is a chance to export it, for example, or to sell it abroad,
Right.
I will of course adapt with the season that they have in
Okay.
the country that
Right.
I will sell my products to. Yeah.
And when it also comes to your customers, what are your customers? Are these kids or parents, for example? The kids up? How are your customers?
I can see that for sure it's the kids and the parents and the grandma sometimes. The
Grandma, okay. I
exactly.
didn't know that grandma likes to involve in this stuff.
Grandparents like to buy kits for their
Right.
grandchildren, especially
Right.
here in Indonesia. And yeah, so basically it's more the parents or the children who likes flowery or girly and colorful stuffs. Yeah.
But when it comes to also, there's so many community in Indonesia, you know, women or, you know, parents. Are those the people, your market or your customers?
Not in particular only parents, as I said. There's also the other family, but I've made some analysis throughout
right.
from December to up to now.
Up to now.
And in online nowadays the customers are still Indonesian.
Okay.
And in Cebu, where I
Okay.
sell my stuff
Yeah.
also. The customers are 50% Indonesian and 50% from other countries.
Really?
So there are more Europeans or other Asian countries who buys the products.
The products.
Yeah.
You mentioned also
20%.
online, right?
Yeah.
There's so many platforms right now. There's Instagram, there's Facebook, and etc. How do you see that as your market or you know, a tool to sell your products?
I see that as a promotion tool. So
Okay.
it's more a promotion tool. I believe word of mouth advertising is still the most effective one, especially that this is a new brand. So it needs trust for a person to buy it. So
Right.
trust will come from word of mouth or from someone that you know. It's a referential advertising. But also Instagram, it plays a big role here, especially in Indonesia. That
Any other
promotion.
platforms that you use, for example, to spread by word besides, you know, through friends or families?
At the moment, it's still Instagram,
Okay.
Facebook, and Path.
Okay,
I'm using
right. More into friends friendship
More
also.
into friends, yeah.
Okay,
And,
Eyal, this guy right here is the DJ. He has always just interesting questions when it comes to, you know, beautiful guests, for example. You know, any questions you have based on fashion?
Actually, about the competition among the marketing itself. I mean, how do you handle your competitor? Let's say your competitors as well. I mean, let's say the big picture is that some of them are actually going towards like the malls when they sell it. And how would you prefer your marketing strategy on handling?
My marketing strategy, I think, since this is less than a year that I'm doing this, so I'm still trying several. I don't want to
Options.
options. Yeah, I don't want to limit myself to okay. I just want to sell it there. No, but yeah, exactly. Now I'm still trying several options, like selling it into the malls and also online products, and maybe later on, if there is a bazaar or or an
Any events,
pop-up
probably,
market.
pop-up
Yeah,
market.
exactly. Then I will also join it. Yeah,
Okay.
depending on my time.
Okay, definitely time also.
Exactly.
And also, for example, we will be seeing also in, for example, we saw, you know, you mentioned about designers in Chanel, for example. Any other designers that would you like, for example, that you look at the concept with this?
Yes.
What about Indonesian designer, for example?
Indonesian
Yeah.
designers,
Do you follow
okay.
Indonesian designer by any chance, or no, or more into you stick it to
Sebastian
European?
Gunawan.
Sebastian Gunawan. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's
That's for the
that's for the flowery concept that they have, and he used a lot of ruffles
Okay.
and jacquard
Okay.
fabrics. Yeah.
Okay.
Indonesian designer.
Is this clothing line Kireyna, so just only, for example, just clothing line, or also shoes, for example?
I started to make shoes actually like
Really?
3 months ago, but
Okay.
I'm not certain about the
shoes,
design and the
okay.
exactly. So I'm still in progress of making it.
Making in progress. Okay. Well, you know, sometimes we mentioned before that, you know, the kids always want to look at, you know, the mom, for example. It's just only the kids later on, or maybe later on the days, maybe the parents. You know, you have both, because nowadays there are many designers. You know, the designer they make for the mom and the kids also. So any plans to?
The next plan, I think, what I'm going to make is for boys, because as I said before, I have one
have-
boy
yeah.
and one girl, so
Okay.
it needs to be equal.
That is true.
To
You
be a
know,
mom, you have to be equal.
That is true.
I have now a clothing line for girls,
Okay.
and maybe perhaps in the future a clothing line for boys. Yes.
Because every time we're like, hey, mom,
Yeah.
you're always busy, you know, making the, you know, the girls' clothing line. What
Nowadays
about
he
the boys?
complains. Nowadays he complains once in a while that
Okay.
yeah, why do you only make for girls?
All
I was
right.
like, yeah, because my creativity at the moment
At the moment is just
is
that.
still just that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. In the meantime, last question. How do you see fashion nowadays, and also for the future, and regarding the kids industry?
Regarding the kids industry fashion, okay. I think fashion for kids industry lies not only for the design, but also for the quality of the fabrics and the comfortability that
Okay.
they are, plus practicality. So
Okay.
that 3 items is the one that I want to try to
Focus
combine.
on.
Yeah.
Combine. All right. Well, thank you very much,
Thank you.
and good luck with Kireyna's design also, and hopefully we'll be seeing you making the boys' design also in the future. All right.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Thank you very much.